So hello and welcome to today's class. Now today we're going to look at page 84, exercise 1, which is a pronunciation and speaking exercise. Now we're beginning file 11a, which is called bad losers. No, are you a bad loser? Or maybe you're a bad winner. Some people are bad winners, but bad losers where the topic is going to be sport, isn't it? Now page 84 looks like this. Now, let's look at exercise 1A, pronunciation and speaking. What sports can you see in the photos? So take a good look at the photos. Can you name these sports? What sports can you see? Well, let's check, shall we? Number 1 is tennis. Number 2 is high jump. Number 3, skiing. Number 4, basketball. Number 5, cycling. Number 6, handball. And number 7, rugby. Now, so these are the sports in the photos. Now, tennis, high jump, skiing, basketball, cycling, handball, and rugby, 1 to 7. Now let's look at exercise 1B. It says, look at the sports on the list. How do you pronounce them in English? Listen and check and underline the stressed syllable. Do you know the names of any other sport in English? Well, just before we listen, we'll have a look at some other sports at the end of our class. Okay? So for the moment, take a look at the list and I want you to underline the stressed syllable. Then we will listen and check. So take a look, have a look. Now, are you ready to listen? Here we go.
4.55
Athletics,
Baseball,
basketball,
Boxing,
cycling,
Football,
golf,
Handball,
hockey,
Motor Racing,
rugby,
Skiing,
tennis,
Volleyball.
windsurfing.
Now, did you underline? Because right now we're going to check that's correct, shall we? Here are the answers. So we're going to listen again and we'll check with the script. Here we go.
4.55
Athletics,
Baseball,
basketball,
Boxing,
cycling,
Football,
golf,
Handball,
hockey,
Motor Racing,
rugby,
Skiing,
tennis,
Volleyball.
windsurfing.
Very nice. So let's listen and repeat, shall we? Athletics. Second syllable. Athletics. Baseball. Basketball. Boxing. Cycling. Football. Golf. Handball. Hockey. Motor racing. Rugby. Skiing. Tennis. Volleyball. Windsurfing. So those are the words with their underlined stressed syllables. Now, let's have a look at the box, shall we? So we're going to talk about verbs with sport. Now, number 1 says, we use play for sports with a ball. For example, I play hockey at school. Now, I play football, I play tennis, I play basketball. So we use play for sports with a ball. Number 2 says with sports ending in ing, like cycling, skiing, windsurfing, running, walking, no, we normally use the verb. For example, I cycle at weekends, no, I walk to work, or go plus the sport. For example, I go cycling at weekends, no? So when the sport ends in ing, we can use the verb. No, I ski in France twice a year. No? Or we can use go plus ing. I go skiing in France twice a year. I don't. I'm terrified of skiing. Not for me, eh? Not for me. And number 3, we use do for sport and exercise in general. For example, I do sport at weekends. When do you do sport? Oh, I do sport at weekends. And for martial arts, athletics, yoga, Pilates, etc. For example, I do yoga twice a week. I do judo, no? I do Pilates 3 times a week, no? So we can use play, we can use go, and we can use do. So here are some more examples. And of course, here we're going to see some other sports, like I mentioned before, no? So play, you can play hockey, play badminton, play ping pong, play handball. Go, you can go sailing, go riding, go motor racing, go climbing. And do, you can do gymnastics. Now you can do karate, you can do athletics, and you can do boxing. Now, any problems? Please just let me know, because now we're going to look at exercise C, ask and answer with a partner. Give and ask for as much detail as you can. Now, obviously, we can't do this exercise with a partner, but this is what I would like you to do. Feel free to record yourselves and send the recordings to me. I'd love to hear your answers, and let's take a look at the questions, and maybe I'll tell you some of my answers as we look at the questions. So, do you do any sport or exercise? Yes. What? Do you enjoy it? No. Why not? Well, I sometimes go running now because I like doing exercise. Do I enjoy running? Well, I'm not very good at sport, so I think running is an easy option for me. Did you used to do any other sports or exercise? Why did you stop? Oh, I used to do yoga, but I stopped because I didn't have enough time to go to class. Which sports do you think are the most exciting to watch? Oh, well, I have to say, I like watching big sporting events like the Olympics, no? The World Cup, no? In football or rugby, no? So I must admit, I like the big events, the big tournaments. Which sports do you think are the most boring? Oh, well, if we're talking about watching sport, I think golf is a very boring sport to watch. I know some people love golf, but I don't like watching golf at all. Are you or is anyone in your family a fan of a sports team? Which one? Well, here I have to say, not really. Now, the typical thing, maybe if Ireland is playing a match, a football match or a rugby match, well, maybe people would be more interested. But there is no one in my family who is a big fan of a particular sporting team. Do you or do they watch their matches? Well, again, I think it depends, no, on if it's an important match, no, if it's on the television or different circumstances. But again, I don't think anybody in my family makes a big effort to watch matches or sports events. What is the most exciting sporting event you have ever seen? Well, I once went to a rugby match in Anoeta, which was my team, Munster, playing against Biarritz from France. And they played the match in San Sebastián in Anoeta. And I have to say, the atmosphere was electric. You know, San Sebastián was full of rugby fans, and the match was very exciting. Now, unfortunately, we lost the match, but it was a very exciting match. So that's it for today. thanks for watching, and I hope to hear from you with the answers to the questions. See you!